Let's dig into how to manage Generation Y employees. By the end of this video, you're going to be ready to get the performance and results that you need from your Gen Y employees and have a lot less friction in getting there. I'm going to give you some best tactics for managing Gen Y employees, who are also known as millennials, and then I'll talk through why those tactics are effective. And I'll give you some specific tips on how to handle it when your Gen Y employees just aren't as dedicated as you need them to be. The most important thing you can do to start this process is understand their relationship with employment. Because somebody's relationship with employment is the context, it's the arena in which they're making decisions about how to show up for you and your business at work every day. It's the amalgamation of what they want to get in exchange for the work that they give. It's also a lot to do with what they expect of others at work. So what they expect of their peers and their leaders. And the central orienting point of a millennial's relationship with employment is exchange. Value exchange, right? It's got to work for me if it's going to work at all. Their core statement really is, I value my time more than I fear change. Now this is really, really critical, especially for leaders in Gen X and baby boomer generations to understand, because it's very different than the way that we approach employment, right? We fundamentally live to work. Millennials, Gen Y, are the first generation where it flipped. They work to live, right? There's a lot of reasons why they're focused on getting what they need from employment, sometimes more than giving you what you need from them. And I'm going to talk through some of those specifics now. You got to consider the environment in which they entered the workforce. Most of them entered the workforce within the impact of the 2008 global financial crisis. There weren't as many jobs. The jobs that were available didn't pay as well, right? So they really got stuck behind roughly 5 to 10 years on the typical life milestones that you experience between college and age 30. This is where we got the running joke of a 30-year-old living in their parents' basement. I gotta ask you this, how many 30-year-olds live in their parents' basement because they want to? No, they did it because they had to. But what it taught them was that they were gonna have to work harder just to catch up, and they did. They did the hard work, because right now in 2026, the oldest millennial is 46 years old. So now they're CEOs, now they're senior managers, right? They've done the hard work to catch up, but there's still a lot of concerns they have about if they'll ever be able to retire. There's legitimate reason to wonder if in the United States, when they reach retirement age, Medicare and Social Security will even exist. The reason I share all this is because the essential calculation for a millennial, for a Gen Y person, is time for money. If they believe they won't ever be able to retire and they have to work until they physically can't anymore, they literally can't afford to stay in environments that don't move their life forward at a meaningful pace and a meaningful rate. Older generations look at this and think they want things they haven't earned yet. Why do they feel entitled to things they haven't earned yet? It's not just that, it's that they know they can't stick around and wait for a promotion or a pay raise that might never come. Now, the best thing you can do after you know their relationship with employment is to accept it. Use it as a starting point rather than a point of argument, because that's their human nature, what they want from employment, and let me tell you, you can fight that battle, but you're not going to win it. So instead, use it as a current, a source of momentum to more effectively lead your millennial employees and get great work out of them. They are dedicated. They just need to be motivated in ways that make sense to them. As for specific tips, number one, stop calling them entitled. It's so simple, but so important. Stop saying it. Stop thinking it. Let's just let this die. Because here's the thing. Even if you personally believe it, it has no benefit, no help if they know that you believe it, right? Your job as a leader, my job as a leader, is to close the distance between us and the results we have to deliver. And whenever you alienate an employee, you add friction and you increase the distance. There's no business logic that supports that. So just let it die. Let's let this entitlement label die. It's not helping anyone. Next, Provide a realistic and clear and feasible career path. Because remember, for millennials and Gen Y, they're the same thing, for them, time equals money. They have to see their life moving forward in meaningful ways at a meaningful pace in order to feel fully engaged and give you their best. If there is a career path for them at your organization, make sure they know about it. Also, find out the details of the life they want to get for themselves and their loved ones, so you can identify if that career path and its payoff will actually help them get where they need to be. That's the first thing. If they know that there is a realistic, time-compressed path to what they want, they're going to be much more likely to give you what you need from them. Next, when you can't give them what they want most, let them go, right? Because they're going to go anyway. They are not going to stick around and give you loyalty that has not been earned by them getting a pathway to a safer and more stable future. Remember, these are people who wonder if they'll ever be able to physically retire. That's a whole different mindset than Xers and boomers. So, if you can't give them what they need, let them go. They're not going to give you their best performance, and you're not going to get what you need from them. It's just going to be a whole lot of cost and consternation. Avoid the battle, supportively, proactively help them move on. Also, super important for us as leaders, focus on winning outcomes, not winning arguments. You might be sitting here watching this thinking, but they are entitled, right? My millennial kids are entitled. They never had to suffer the way I did. Well, great, first of all, right? If we've made a better world for them, fantastic. But also, you gotta take their concerns seriously, right? Now, if you wanna fight over what they should think and feel, you can apply your effort and your operational dollars to that, but you're not gonna win that battle. Focus on creating environments that elicit their greatest work by giving them a pathway to getting what they want most. That's what it means to focus on winning outcomes rather than winning arguments. Okay, I'm so glad you let me debunk the entitlement lie for you, for millennials. It's very important to me to do that. If you are intrigued by that and you want to know what about Generation Z, go to the link in the description of this video. It'll take you to my talk through how to most effectively manage Gen Zers. It's full of great tactics and insights on how to get the best work out of Generation Z and also give them the most fulfilling work and life experience. I'll see you there.